Hi, I'm James Jonah Jameson. Today on the show of Veterans Talk, we are talking with Marcus Luttrell. Marcus?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hi, take a seat. Marcus, can you tell me when and where you were born?
So, I was born November 7th, 1975 in Houston, Texas. I grew up in the boonies, a couple miles outside of Houston, Texas, on a very large ranch.
Sounds interesting. Who indirectly or directly influenced you in a positive or even negative way?
So I gotta say, probably my twin brother Morgan. He was born 2 minutes ahead of me, and he always holds this over my head. And so he would constantly push me to become a better person. Whether that was who could run the mile faster, who could swim faster, who could shoot straighter, it didn't matter. It was always a competition between the two of us.
Anyone else that,
Then I would also have to probably say Billy Shelton. He was an ex-Green Beret. And at the age of 14, my brother and I, we both knew that we wanted to serve our country. And we both wanted to serve for our special operations. And that's just because, like, why would you want to serve with some random person from, God knows, like California or somewhere? Jeez. Who would just be scared under fire. Like, if we wanted to serve, we want to serve with the best of the best.
Sounds moving. Can you tell me about your, like, a significant accomplishment or goal that you have achieved in your life?
Well, I can think of two right off the top of my head. The first one definitely has to be making it through SEAL Bud training. Do you know what that is?
I don't. Can you please tell me?
So basically, in order to become a Navy SEAL, you already have to serve in the U.S. Army, whether that's the Army, the Navy, Air Force, or the Marine Corps. You have to serve there for a couple of years. And then you have to apply to become a Navy SEAL. And if your application is granted, then you have to pretty much try out to become a Navy SEAL. And so they do this 6-month camp. And it was the worst 6 months of my entire life. And imagine just not being able to sleep every single day. And it being a really lucky night if you were able to sleep more than 30 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Can you tell me about, like, a significant challenge or, something like hardships that you faced that you had to overcome? And
Yeah, so to answer that question, that's probably why I wrote my book, Lone Survivor. You should check it out. And so basically, I'll give you a little rundown of what it was. So I was deployed as a Navy SEAL in Afghanistan to hunt the Taliban. And on one mission, my squad and I, we were tasked with taking out a Talibani leader. And so we were dropped in the middle of the mountains, and we traced him down to this one village. And we were doing a bunch of recon on the village, and we found out that he was in there, so we were just thinking of the best strategy to go in, eliminate the target, and then sneak out. When all of a sudden, a goat herder stumbled upon us. Yeah. So, because of the goat herder, we instantly knew that he was Talibani, and we had to tie him up and his 2 sons. And we were faced with 3 difficult choices. We could either cut them loose and completely jeopardize our mission, because they tell like their boss that we're here to kill them, right? We could either kill the old man and the 2 sons, or we could just leave them there.
what did you choose? We
chose to cut them loose. Because imagine if the Taliban saw that. They'd definitely take a picture of it, send it to CNN, and then the title of the story would be Navy SEAL kills 2 kids.
And you wouldn't want to have that. Can you tell me like a specific event in your life that you've just found the most interesting?
Probably was a couple hours later on that mission when it was a squad of 4. And we had to go up against over 2,000 Talibani fighters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like the title of my book, Lone Survivor, I was the only survivor. We killed over 1,000 Talibani.
That's tragic.
But, I had to literally fall off the side of a mountain and off of a cliff, and I had to fight my way through the Talibani army to the village where they took care of me, and the U.S. Army was able to pick me up.
Oh, wow. And that just proves how strong Marcus Luttrell is. And that's been Veteran Talk. Thank you so much for having us. That's all the time we have today. Thank you, Marcus.
It's been a pleasure.
Awesome.